Hey guys, welcome back to OC Outdoorsman. It's been a couple weeks since I've been out on the ocean, but with me today is Cesar, and we're going to try something a little different today. There's Cesar, searching for mussels. That's the test today. We will be using mussels as bait, and as you can see, they're just all over the seawall here and along the sides of the dock. So we'll be collecting a few and we'll test our luck. We got out of the harbor a little after 7 o'clock this morning, and the waters were pretty calm, very little wind. You could see the water's warming up. It's at 70.6 degrees. We're at about 38.7 feet here on the way out to the kelp beds. So as you can see from the fish finder, we're right on top of the kelp. I'm going to pan around so that you can see it's low tide and the kelp is everywhere. Well, the morning started off really slow and I didn't catch my first fish until the sun came out, and it was a California sheephead using mussel as bait. Since we were on top of the kelp bed, I pretty much just let the bait drop straight down, and this one got slammed on the descent by this calico bass. I just love the fight of this fish, and it's always a nice surprise to catch one of these guys on shrimp. After switching back and forth between shrimp and mussel, I was finding that the mussel was really hard to stay on the hook. It was real easy for the fish to steal it, so I pretty much stuck with shrimp, and I caught this Garibaldi. Now this is the California state fish, so I let this one go right away. This next fish was caught using shrimp. Right on the bottom, it gets hit by an ocean whitefish. My last trip out to Newport, I caught this rock wrasse for the first time, but today I was catching these guys left and right, and it was becoming annoying. After catching several of these rock wrasse, I decided to change things up a bit as I noticed surrounding my kayak all these little fish, jack smelt, blacksmith perch. So I rigged up another number 4 owner hook. As you can see, I put crappie bites on there and they just went crazy. I landed several bait fish this way. That little fluorescent speck is the crappie bite on a small mosquito hook. As you can see, all sorts of fish are attacking it, from jack smelt, blacksmith perch. I think those are lizardfish as well. So it was really fun catching these little guys for bait. In addition to these fish, every now and then mackerel would come in and they would just slam the crappie bites. And check out the size of this one. This is a decent sized mackerel. Soon after I land that fish, another mackerel slams the crappie bites. You know, despite their size, they're pretty good fighters, and they are pretty fun to catch. So this guy goes in the bait tank. Unfortunately, after catching this fish, the battery in my other camera died, so there's no footage of me catching this 13-inch sheephead. But he was my biggest of the day. Hard to see from this angle, but there were a lot of people on top of that rock today just jumping into the water. And the wind started to pick up. As you can see, the swells were getting bigger, it got more choppy, so it took me longer to get back to the harbor from the kelp forest. Here I'm approaching the mouth of Newport Harbor. Really great day to be out on the water. You could see the water temperature was at right almost 70 degrees, 69.7 degrees. Air temperature was 73 degrees. Really nice day. Here's a nice shot of Corona del Mar Beach. It's hard to see from this distance, but the beach was completely packed today. As I approach the landing point, I'm going to speed up the footage here. You can see that that was a full throttle, that boat there that just left its dock. And I'm just probably about 50 yards away from the landing point. Here I've pulled up the rudder and the Mirage drive, and now I'm switching back to paddles as I approach the beach. As you can see here, as you approach the beach, it gets really narrow. You have to thread your way between the boat and the dock to get there. While I didn't catch any gigantic fish, it's always great being out on the water and just catching fish in general. Thanks you guys for watching, and please be sure to like this video.